tomorrow I get my Mirena out for the second time. The first time didn't actually go so well. I went to the doctors, they went to take it out and the strings were gone, which means now I have to get up early in the morning, fast all evening, and actually have a surgery to remove my Mirena. I did it. It's a little bit nerve-wracking and I don't really know how I feel. I'm doing this so that I can have a baby, right? Firstly, I have to deal with my hormones in the getting pregnant phase. And as somebody with endometriosis, that means that I have to deal with my hormones, which are not reliable. Like, I am not reliable. I am already relatively unreliable because of my neurodivergence. Add on like hormonal fluctuations and PMS or PMDD. Hormones, not great. So adding on this stressor of not having these artificial hormones inside of me to help me regulate is something that's really, really concerning, and I'm really scared. I'm also really scared because I haven't had my period in like 7 years. And for me, the trauma related to my period is something that I think instantly just sets me back to a time in my life where I was extremely depressed, extremely scared. I had no idea what was going on with my body and I felt it was truly against me. And so I'm really not looking forward to having my first period because I think that it'll bring back a lot of those pain points for me. But on the other hand, I've been doing heaps of work to try to heal that inside of me. I've been doing womb massages and yoni steaming and breath work and journaling and all of these incredible things, and I've come a long way. So even though I'm really scared about these hormonal changes, I'm hoping it goes well. The other fear is the growing the baby, right? It's incredible. I can create life, but like my ankles might swell and my brain synapses will change, and then my prefrontal cortex, you know, the part that makes us smart, that shrinks. You actually get dumber. Baby brain is an actual thing. I'm not excited for that. Being responsible for another human life is no small feat, and I admire people who are passionate and excited and so joyful at the prospect of having a child. And I really do want children, and I think that I would be a very loving and caring mother, but I'm also very aware of my limitations, and I really want to do what is best for that child. And I believe that doing what is best for that child also involves doing what's best for me and making sure that I've been healing and I've been doing the work to make myself the best that I can be for them as well. And I feel like I've only sort of just started on that journey. So I'm feeling a little bit inexperienced, but we'll see how long it takes. I mean, I have endometriosis, who knows? That's how I'm feeling. If you've experienced like getting your Mirena out, please comment as well and let the community know what it is your experience was, because I'm about to show you what happens to me, but that might be really different to what happens to you.
I don't know why it has to be so early. Why can't surgeries just be at a reasonable time of day?
I'm thirsty and I really want tea.
Socks, in case it gets cold. Spare undies that I don't care about, in case I bleed. Jumper, because they always make hospitals too cold. And crazy long charger in case something goes wrong and I'm there for ages and I need my phone.
And the most important thing ever, tea. I cannot wait for this one.
I have put my hair in a braid with a elastic that really doesn't come out because I don't want the doctors like having my hair in the way or having a bun that's gonna fall out and stuff. So that's my hope, so that I can stay nice and frizzy haired. I don't know, I'm too tired for this. I've never been private before. Everybody keeps saying hello to me, like they're really welcoming and they're really nice and they really have time for me. And look, I have my own room. It's really weird and I don't understand. I'm being treated with respect, courtesy, and a small level of luxury. I think that people in public hospitals are just too busy to say hello and stuff. Like, everyone's just chilling out here. It's wild.
Sterile, crunchy pillow. Adam, he's squishing me into a sandwich. Put my feet down. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Stop.
Yeah, but is it comfortable?
What he's done to me. Now put me back.
No.
Stop, it's like the Titanic. Are you done? Am I level? Stop! I don't want to go up, go down. Jesus, Adam.
Stop it. You're a little psycho with too much power. Look, I'm all tucked in. I'm wearing my gown with my butt hanging out, my dressing gown. I've got a warm blankie because the aircon's a little bit cold in here. I did bring a cardigan and I brought socks, and yet I'm still a little bit chilly. Now I'm all toasty. And the lady's bringing me the paper. I've like not read the paper, like ever. It's like, yes, I would love a paper. What happens inside of a paper? They are so nice. I just want to like eat them. They're just the most lovely nurses ever. Oh, it just hit me though. They're gonna go inside of me. Ow. A little bit nervous now.
Yeah.
I just went from really excited to really nervous. They're gonna like, ow. I really want them in there, you know. They're not, I've invited them, but like I don't really want to invite them, you know, like that they're like that house guest that you kind of have to have, but you don't really want to have. Look, it's a paper. And it smells like a paper. I don't know what it is about the paper, but I love the way it smells. It's like a bookshop. And I like the way it feels. Oh my gosh. I should totally... That's too many words. That's way too many tiny words. Okay, I was gonna say I should totally read the paper more, but no, the first thing I opened to was tiny words. This is cool though. Let's do this.
Yeah, that wasn't an article, that was sports bet stuff.
I know it was sports bet stuff. I know, but what's it doing in the middle of the exciting paper I'm interested in? Look what Adam just put on the whiteboard. Goals, baby. He really wants a baby. He doesn't have to grow it though. Like, why wouldn't you if somebody else just did all the work for you? Oh my god, they're gonna take me. All right, bye. So, what is happening to me? So they will go in through my vagina. I think they'll also take a small sample of my uterus to check everything that is okay in there as well. The procedure is apparently going to take about half an hour. I did it. So first of all, they put me in my own little waiting room, and it was like a really small room that had other chairs, but nobody else was in it. And I was very grateful because it allowed me some time to like meditate, tell my body that it was all going to be okay, that it was safe, that it was supported. I kind of like just connected to my body and let it know what was happening, so that like on that different level, it was prepared. They came and asked me a million questions. I met my anaesthetist, my surgeon, and the nurse, and then they took me in and they had a chat while they were putting the cannula in to distract me. What they didn't do was there was this very small transition where they put the mask on and they hadn't said, right, we are now sending you to sleep. We are putting the IV to send you to sleep in, and the gas thingy. And I would have liked another 10 to 15 seconds of, okay, now we're doing the thing, before the mask just got shoved on my face.
the mask didn't have a good seal, and so I was still chatting, and I'm like, oh, am I going to sleep now? It doesn't have a good seal. And then we kept chatting, and then poof, gone. I had my surgery, everything went really well. Oh, I have a present to show you. That is my Mirena. So that's what they took out. Looks a bit gnarly, doesn't it? Anyway, so those are the strings that you can see. They were not hanging through my cervix, so they couldn't just thump. So they had to actually go in and open my cervix to retrieve this. I felt pretty sore when they first got me out, and I was like shaking, which is not uncommon after the anaesthetism. But because I've had no opioids, they would usually match your anesthetic with opioids to help it. They just doubled down on the opioids. They doubled down on the anaesthetism. So I had more anesthetic because I didn't have that to help it along. But coming out, I don't feel super groggy. I don't feel super tired. I actually feel okay, which is great. I am tired because I just haven't slept much and it was kind of traumatic to my body, but I don't feel like that drugged up where you kind of like can't stay awake. So I've come back in my room now. I'm going to put 20,000 more blankets on because even though it's like one of the hottest days in February right now, I'm really cold. They put too much aircon on. And when I came back, I was really worried because I didn't know when they were going to call Adam, and I knew he was going to the gym, and then what if he was driving home, and if he was driving home, he'd be halfway through his drive home when we called, and that would be inconvenient. And they wheeled me in the room, and he was here waiting for me with tea. How good is that? So I didn't even have to wait for him to be here. He's just here, and I love it, except he's eating my... Oh no, he's eating my chocolate. That's okay. I thought he was eating my minties. I was like, no, I want my minties. Yeah, so it all went really well. I'm very tired and I'm sore, but it's okay.
Yum! Doubling down on the tea.
I feel pretty positive about this whole experience. I'm really grateful that I had that little waiting room all by myself that allowed me to create like a safe space inside of myself before I went into surgery. Because it doesn't matter how long you wait. The minute they're like, right, you're ready to go, it's like, no, panic. No, I'm not ready to go. It was good and everybody was really lovely, and I've had a very good experience being in a private hospital. I'm not sure if this is true for all private hospitals, but I just feel that the nurses have more time, they're less rushed, and everybody's a lot less curt. So, not that nurses and doctors in public hospitals are rude, but I think that they're just under more stress. I am feeling pretty tired now though, like I'm starting to really crash. I've had my little sandwich, and now I'm like, okay, bedtime please. But there's also a part of me that doesn't want to go to sleep because I think I don't want to give up control. And I know I just gave up like the most control ever. Like I was out for the count, out of control. But maybe because I've just had that experience, I'm now feeling a little bit resistant against going to sleep because last time I was asleep, my body was invaded. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but I might just wait until I get home and then have a little nap. I've been discharged already. Oh, I don't have a watch. It's my medical bracelet. I've been discharged already. It's like 2:30, I think. Best hospital experience ever. They took my cannula out, which is never fun and it hurt. And they fed me, and I've had a whole flask of tea, and now I'm ready to go, which is just cool. I feel a little woozy and a little bit tired, but overall I'm okay. I'm standing. It's uncomfortable, but it's fine. I'm just gonna go home, put a hot water bottle on, and go from there. This is awesome. Back home, feeling a bit dizzy, feeling a bit tired, and feeling a little bit sore, but overall, I'm very, very happy with this whole thing. It has gone so much better than I expected. But now I'm off for a nap because I'm tired. It's been 2 days now, and
I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous already, which I think is a bit silly because I'm sure a lot of the pain that I'm feeling is still just getting over the fact that I had surgeons inside of my body 2 days ago, and it's perfectly normal for my body to go through some changes. But I think there's so much trauma related to any type of endometriosis pain that as soon as I get even a little bit, I feel like it's the end of the world and it's always gonna suck and everything's gonna be terrible forever and ever and ever, and I'm never gonna be the same again, and I'm gonna go straight back to that worst person, that person who didn't have a formal diagnosis, who was gaslit by doctors, and who just genuinely wasn't okay. But what I need to remind myself of is that I'm not that person anymore. I have worked so hard to build up the skills within myself to be able to manage this new journey that I'm on. So I need to stop freaking out and remind myself that yes, this could be endometriosis pain now, but it is more likely that it is just my body reacting to my Mirena being removed. Some different changes though that you may be interested in case you are getting an IUD removed and you're wanting to know what the experience is like though, is that I have been spotting for the last 2 days. It's been very light, like not even really worth mentioning, but I have been spotting, which has been a little bit confrontational because for me, any form of period is associated with a really traumatic event. So I'm really glad that it has been light because it has allowed me to sort of get used to the idea without feeling like I'm bleeding out and dying. And the other thing is my face has got really round, which is so bizarre. My cheeks, I swear they had more definition like 2 days ago. And I asked my family, my grandmother, my auntie, and my mum, who are all in town right now, and they're all like, yeah, you've got a fat face. And I just think that that's super weird. And I know it's a really youthful thing to have a round, full face, but it's just weird to see on myself. So yeah, those are the main things that I have noticed over the last couple of days. That, and I feel like I'm just generally a bit anxious and sensitive and needy, but that's all I think just because I'm nervous and this is a really big change for me and I'm scared. I'm really scared, but I just hope that sharing this with you can maybe make you feel a little bit less scared or make you more aware of what you're in for so that you feel more prepared, or just allows you to create a space where you feel seen as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you are planning on getting your Mirena out, hopefully this helped you get more of an idea of what is involved. Some of the emotions that were common for me, they might align with how you're feeling too. Please let me know your own experiences in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and join me on the journey for the very next phase of prenatal.